What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. In today's vehicle, I want to show you this flooded car. So a few things that you don't want to do if you get a flooded car. One is, once the engine hydro locks, you never want to crank that. It cut off on its own, let it be, damage is done. You don't want to crank that car again, because what you're going to do is you're going to destroy the piston, connecting rods, you're going to destroy the engine. If there's any luck, the baby will survive. If there's no luck, it's not gonna survive. If you go to a mechanic shop, it's gonna cost you thousands and thousands of dollars, okay? I'm gonna show you inside of this vehicle. This is my friend's car. I took in the vehicle because I do want to fix it, and there is a hope, but the hope relies on everything's gotta run. By then, moolah has been spent so far. I'm gonna show you guys, follow along with my videos, what we've done. So one thing you never want to do is you never want to crank the engine again, because it has hydro locked, and you're going to try to compress that the piston and the liquid inside, that water inside, and bam, you just destroyed everything pretty much. Anyway, chances are maybe you get lucky. Another thing is computers. This car has 2 computers. I'm not sure if it has 3, but I know 2 are in there and they're done. One is ECM, engine control module. 2, it has an airbag module. Other than that, this car didn't get flooded more than probably a foot high, so there's water up to the your cup holders. Anyways, another thing you don't want to do is you don't want to power up the key. That's gonna give power to the computer and everything. So you're cranking and powering up. You're gonna, if there's any chance your computer is alive, or you're gonna spark it, you're gonna create internal damage on the ECM. So the best thing you can do is disconnect the battery, let it leave it there. So that's what I did to this vehicle. We took out the computer, we dried it up, and it started to work kinda, but I still need to do a compression test, and I did pinpoint a few things I'm gonna show you guys. So, but take a look what I did with the computer here. I took it apart and I cleaned it up, and I blew some hair dryer on it and dried it up. Okay, we got the ECM here, engine control module, ECM, that's what it's called. So if you're gonna get another one, so make sure you go by these numbers, all these numbers, search that up. It's coming, it's on the way. But anyways, it's partially working, meaning once I dried it up, it could have been my fault, I don't know, but once it's in water, it's in water. And what we did was, like I said, when you have a car go through water, cut off all the electricity, disconnect the battery, dry things up. It's all up to you. But we had spark, but no we didn't have what you call it? We didn't have a pulse and the injectors. And once we took this apart, I'm retaking this apart because I want to show you something. But the ECM, once you go through water, most likely it's bad, no matter what. But what we did here was we dried it up. After that, we got spark, but no pulse. Prior to getting spark, I'm gonna explain to you guys one thing I did. And we had no spark. We opened this up. We dried this up really well. As you can see, look, you see that? That's water damage all over. And water damage. Like I said, only half of this ECM was underwater. Like the car must have been tilted to one side. Water got in. And I don't mean by like only half of it, like half of the board was. But the water didn't reach crazy high. So this ECM only got soaked partially. But it is done. You can see it all over, the white marking of water. You see it right there. It looked like a dust in there. But we plugged this up, just like the circuit board after drying it. Just like that, we plugged it into the car, and we had no spark. Then, after an hour, I realized you never know. You never know. You see these contacts? You see these contacts? You see, let's flip it over. Let's flip it over. It's better if we flip it over. Okay, is it better if you flip it over? No, it's better if you leave it like this. But if you see these contacts, let me get something to point with. See these contacts here? These contacts. This whole thing is a contact, and this becomes a ground to this metal here. But these contact run, you can see a small little wire going through this circuit here, and then it goes to this probably a resistor here. So it runs in there, it runs in there. This is part of the circuit. This is a part of the circuit. So maybe this ground runs to this ground here, because this over here runs to these resistors here. So this and this all, and these three, I'm not sure about, I can't see much here, and there's nothing here. So all these three could be a connection. So what we did was, we quickly realized that could be an issue. We took this baby and we put this baby back apart, and we took this, we locked everything up, and we closed this box up, and I locked up this box. And when I went, put it back into the car, just like that, we had spark. After that, we had spark, but no pulse in the injector. So it could have been partially dead, but ESCM shot. Thank you for watching. Okay, you saw that, but let's go inside this vehicle. Let me show you what I observed, what I think, and a few things that I touched inside just to confirm how high the water went and what things could have had damaged. Anyways, we're gonna follow up with this vehicle, and then we're gonna try to fire everything up. And there might be more than one part to this video, so check out all the videos. Stay tuned. Let's go inside right now. Okay, guys, let's go inside this vehicle. Let's see what I have been looking in here. Let's see. We did connect the battery and everything, and we're in the safe side. So I did take off this ECM. It's right down here. So what I observed is water's in the cup holder. You see that? Water's in the cup holder, and I do have a spray. I sprayed down these connectors, electrical spray. So I do want to get down here as well. So I'm going to check all this. So there's not a lot in here that can get flooded. So this water only came up to here, pretty much up to here. This computer was right here. So it touched the computer. Inside the computer, I already noticed half the computer was wet. And yeah, our airbag module is like back here somewhere. He's down there. So I'm not even focused on that guy yet until we get this vehicle started. So all the wires here are dry, so harness is above this. So over there we got fuse box up there, but water never, you see, look at the speaker. The speaker will tell you something right there. You see the white spot on the speaker right there? That's where the water reached up to. So it never went above to the fuse box, and there's nothing else. And same thing over here, you can see the water was up to here, and this computer, it literally hit the computer and it went away. And so let me show you guys. So that's what I observed. And I took out the air filter. Air filter was soaked up. There's water in here. I took out the spark plugs. I got the plugs over there. I'm putting new plugs in, and dried up the computer and everything. Another thing you want to know, be careful with this. This intake can be full of water. Okay, so do take off your throttle body. Because you don't want the water to be in there, and later on it sucks it in. So once you crank the engine up, it should shoot up the water, blow some air in it. Make sure, confirm it, there's no more water. Okay, so we did put in a new air filter, and we did put in a new MAF sensor. So we're trying our best to give this car a hope. And another thing I noticed here, another thing I observed here, fuse box here is dry, super dry. Water came down up to here, and it all splashed up. Okay, it splashed up. It was when he drove the car in, and it splashed, and then the engine sucked it in. This is where the intake is right here. It will suck it right in. Okay, so everything is good to go. What I want to do now is I want to check a compression. Let's see what kind of compression do we get on this baby. So if it goes close to 100, like 100, 105, it should still start up. Long as we have spark, we have gas and everything, we have injector pulse and everything, and what you call it, it should start up. But compression is, but you don't know what the vehicle is gonna do down the road. If you don't know if the engine starts up, it goes clunk, 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 clunk. Muffler probably full of oil, water, and the catalytic converter is damaged. So you see the alternator started to build some markings right there. That's a sign the water reached up to here. But like I said, he splashed into water, so he drove into water, so it just went straight in. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna hook up our compression tool here. So we got a compression tool here, and that'll be another video that I'm gonna do, and we're gonna see what kind of compression they got. Even if it's below compression, it should be at least 150, 140 each cylinder within the range of 10 psi difference. We'll check on the computer what it says. Other than that, we're gonna hook this up. So pretty much what I do here is you have to match something according to these plugs. So you don't want to go too deep into it. So this is pretty short right here. So we'll just throw this in. So what we're gonna do is, you know what? Let me start making a video on that. It'll be a separate video checking the compression on a hydrolocked engine. Let's see what it does. So to sum things up, do you want to proceed with the fixing your car? I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you got a Mercedes, BMW, call your insurance, toss it. So many computers, it's not even worth spending 10 grand on computers. Not no ordinary mechanic can program a computer. So this vehicle has one computer that's shot. I don't care about the airbag module if the engine starts up. Like I said, this is my French car. I'm trying to save it here. And fingers crossed. It could start up, it could start up shitty, it could start up or making noises. We're gonna give it all we can. But let's say you have let's say I have an 04 Accord. Let's say the engine did water damage. Everything else is fine. Just to put in that computer, a brand new computer, will cost me about $1,400. Remember, the key needs programming, and the key needs to be programmed to the computer. It will not fire up, okay? It will not fire up. According to if the computer doesn't recognize the key. You put in another computer, it could be a used computer, it's not gonna start up. You gotta take it to the dealer, get it programmed. So easy, $1,400. Imagine having some of these cars be having 10 processors, meaning that means 10 computers. Body control module, TCM, ECM, BCM, TPMS module, all kinds of module, light module, there's LTCM, light control module. Anyways, so many modules in vehicles, okay? And key, all kinds of, anyway, you get my point. Anyway, stay tuned for my next video. We're gonna be doing compression test on a hydrolocked engine. We did take out the water and everything. We cranked it up. We've sprayed air in it. Everything's out of there. So check that video out next.